come up on the surface, you cough foamy, bright red blood, and that would mean you've injured your lungs.
If the diver consumes too much oxygen, then they can black out.
Blackouts on the surface is kind of okay, but the deep blackouts, this is what everybody is worried about.
Nahitabo na kapila ka beses ako ang pag-blackout o nahitabo na po nga nanay namatay sa akong kaubanan.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow. If you watch this, you might get a wrong impression about freediving, but luckily, this trailer is not a reflection of the whole documentary. So in this video, I'm gonna give you my thoughts, my comments, coming up. What's up? Gert from GertLeroy.com and Master Freediving. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm a freediving instructor, I dive from breath hold. This channel is all about helping you master freediving, including tutorials, stories, and the latest news from the freediving community. And the latest news today is all about the Netflix documentary Freediving, which is the third episode of the first season of the whole series called Home Game. Now, Home Game is a documentary of 8 episodes that follows the most unique and dangerous sports around the world with respect for local cultures and communities. So in this third episode, let's dive into the world of freediving, and if you're new here, then consider subscribing, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. So this documentary was shot in Panglao, the island of Panglao in Bohol, the Philippines. Those who have been following me, you know I've been spending a lot of time there, I've been diving there a lot. So what I really like about this is that they talk a lot about the Bajau. Now in the documentary you will not hear the word Bajau, you will hear the Sama tribe. These are the indigenous, the local spear fishermen, people who live for diving, who live for catching fish to bring food on the table. And this is a big contrast with us Western freedivers. We pay money to be able to freedive, and they dive to get money. It's the opposite world. Now apparently the word Bajau isn't the nicest word to describe this tribe, and they themselves, the people themselves, they like to refer to themselves as Sama people. So I really like the way they are portrayed in this documentary. The Sama people are a tribe without passports, without nationality, so they live on their boats in the waters between the Philippines, Malaysia and Indonesia, so we don't really know what country they belong to. And a little further in this documentary we'll talk about Imam Eldio Gulisan, who is going to try to get the national Filipino record in freediving, but this was actually a problem because he didn't have nationality. So then the filmmakers decided to elaborate a bit on the life of Eldio Gulisan. He's the leader of the Sama tribe. He's a religious leader, father of 10, and spearfishing is his only source of income. Now I have met Imam a couple of times in Panglao, and he's a really nice guy. He is very friendly, he's very laid back, very respectful. And I mean, once again, when I come back to this trailer and you see all these blackouts and blood coming out of the nose of this young woman, and then you put that in contrast with what is actually shown in the documentary and the life of Imam, and also the performances of the other Filipinos which are portrayed in this documentary, it's a big contrast. So every day Imam goes training for freediving is a day that he cannot go spearfishing, and every day he doesn't go spearfishing is a day without food on the table. So for this competition that is highlighted at the end of this documentary, the man had to be sponsored by other freedivers to be able to well, just simply pay for his expenses and bring food to his family. It makes us humble. It makes us realize that we in Western world, we are so damn lucky to have financial means and to do whatever we want. So I was glad to get to know this man. So Imam tries to get a national record. He wants to raise the profile of his tribe, and overall getting his name out there will just be a very good thing for the tribe in general. So then we jump forward to the freediving competition, which was also shot in Panglao. It's called the Deeper Blue competition. I was there that day. The weather conditions were very bad. It was such a shame, but what can you do? I mean, you have to dive anyway. So As you will see in the documentary, not all dives resulted in a white card, and the bad weather conditions have a lot to do with this. So this might also be a reason why in the trailer some blackouts were highlighted, because this is simply what happened that day. So before showing the competitors and the dives, the documentary talks about the rules of competition, and in my opinion they have done a really good job doing this. They explain the different safety precautions taken in competitions, the different rules, the outcome, white card, yellow cards, red cards. I mean, I don't think they have could done a better way in highlighting the competitive aspects of freediving. So they also talk about possible risks and blackouts. And then finally they talk about the mental part of the freediving, finding peace, relaxation, going inside yourself. And this is what freediving is about. This is what all freediving instructors teach to their students. It's an introspective activity, and this is very well highlighted as well. So then we're going to look at some dives, especially from the Filipinos. We're going to start with Maria Noela Souza, also known as Wei, who does a no fins dive. Then we're going to take a look at Maurice Secades, also Filipina diver. And then we're going to take a look at Imam, who eventually will try going for his national records. I don't know what is the age of this guy. He must be in his 50s or maybe older. If I watch this guy and he's chasing national records, I mean, this is so inspiring, you know. If I still can be at my best within 10, 20, 30 years, I'll be very happy. And this is something to look forward to. So apart from the educational value that this documentary gives, I think it's also very inspiring. Once again, going back to this trailer with all the sensation and the blackouts, don't get scared by this, or don't get frustrated by the trailer. This documentary shows exactly what freediving is about, and I kind of understand why they made this trailer, you know. I mean, we live in an age where you have to scream to get heard. This is probably how marketing works. So if they would have made a trailer with just simple dives and all white cards and nothing really happens, then probably no one would ever watch this documentary. So I'm pretty sure that people from Netflix knew exactly what they were doing. So if you want to know if Imam really got his national record, then you have to go watch this documentary, of course. If I tell you now, then you don't have any reason anymore. And if you want to know more about mastering freediving, then hit the round subscribe button here. And here I have the best scenes of the epic movie, The Big Blue. So go ahead and click on that. That's it, guys. See you next time. Peace.